We begin tonight's special report with BusReady News correspondent Don Burgundy, who's standing by to tell us more about how BC Transit is teaching kids about the impact of cars on our roads and the future of public transit. Don, what can you tell us?
Thanks, Dan. I'm here at BC Transit headquarters in Victoria, BC with Ali Frizelf, who is the Youth Outreach Coordinator for BC Transit. Ali, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
I heard you have a pretty awesome job. Can you tell us what you do?
I think it's the best job ever. I visit schools with the BusReady Ambassador program and teach students about public transit and how it's good for our planet. I've spoken to thousands of students about how taking the bus is better than driving our own cars and how it can make a big impact on our future.
That sounds really cool. Can you explain why riding the bus is better for the environment?
Of course. Have you ever noticed that smoky stuff coming out of the back of cars or trucks?
Yeah, it smells bad.
Right? Well, that's called exhaust, and it's a greenhouse gas that contains carbon dioxide. These gases aren't good for our planet or the air that we breathe. When there's lots of cars on the road that run on gas or diesel, they release these greenhouse gas emissions up into our atmosphere. Then they get trapped on our Earth and warm up our planet. It's called climate change. That leads to things like really hot summers, freezing winters, and even more extreme weather.
Whoa, that sounds like a huge problem.
It is, but here's the good news. One city bus can hold about 75 people. And if each of those people were to take their own cars instead, we'd have about 75 cars on the road instead of one bus.
That's a huge difference.
Exactly. Now, let's imagine these pom-poms are greenhouse gas emissions. And we are taking a 100-kilometer trip. One bus would produce way less emissions than 75 cars on the same trip. In fact, 75 cars would produce about 14 times more emissions than just one bus.
That's a lot of pollution.
It is. So what do you think is better for the environment? 75 cars or one bus?
Definitely bus.
You're so right. And the best part of it is everyone still gets to where they need to go. That's why we teach students about public transit. It's not just about getting around, it's about making a smart choice for the future.
Whoa, I feel like I just got a lesson in sustainability. Thanks, Ali. I'm Dawn, reporting live from BC Transit, where public transit is looking greener every day. Back to you in the studio.
That's it for tonight's special report on sustainability. By making greener choices, we can all make a difference. What can you do to help protect your planet? Thank you for riding along with BusReady News. For more information, please visit busready.bctransit.com. I'm Dan Ratherby Bussin', and we'll see you at the next stop. Good night.